Hi guys, welcome back to Small Farmer Life. Hope everything's been okay. I've nearly got the camper van done. Got the mattress, just arrived. But today guys, I want to talk about these new developments with the Class Q permitted development rights, which are really good if you've got an agricultural building on your land that was built with full planning permission. Now, if you're thinking about moving on some land, you want to live an off-grid lifestyle, maybe you want to start a small farm, maybe you want to buy some woodland, start a forestry business. If you're thinking about doing any of those things, guys, think about hitting the subscribe button. Go back, check out some of the videos I've uploaded to the channel. There's loads of useful information in those videos, and there's lots more information to come in the future. But check them out, and also think about hitting the bell button for future videos. But what is happening in this new Class Q permit development rights that came out under the Conservative government? Now, it was enacted in May, or it came into force in May of this year. But if you had an agricultural building that was built before the 24th of July 2023, it doesn't have to have been 10 years old, it could have been 1 year old or anything like that, and it was used for agricultural purposes, well, you can convert that stable block, in my case, or a barn, whatever it might be, into a residential building. Now, the amount of homes you can build has also changed. So where it used to be, I think it was 485 square metres, it's now gone to 1,000 square metres. Where you can only build 3 homes, it's gone to 10 homes. And like I say, it doesn't have to have been built for 10 years or more, where before, under Class Q permitted development rights, it had to have been built before 2013. So now, like I say, as long as it was built before the 24th of July 2023, you have the right to put in a prior application notice to your local plan department to tell them that you were planning on converting your stable block or barn, whatever it might be, into a home. Now, in my case, it's a stable block, and I already started converting it anyway. So all you've got to have is a good footings. Now, good footings in my case is the minimum requirement of 150 mil of concrete foundations, and then another 150 mil of sub base, whatever you want to call it. And mine's reinforced concrete, and it's got block work on the inside of the stable blocks. Now, I've got 6 stables, so that's potentially a 3-bedroom bungalow I can build or convert that stable block into. And you can also add a 4-metre extension to the building itself. You can also extend the outside of the building by 200 millimetres. So you might want to put, I don't know, some footings in or something like that. Now, with the Labour government coming into power, the only thing they can do to actually get the economy going really fast is make changes to the planning process really quickly, and that's what they intend to do. They're going to rush it through Parliament, and they're going to try and get it so that people can build their own homes. Now, what's happened in the past is they've granted planning permission for 3 million homes to be built in the UK, but they're all to developers like those across the railway. And what the developers do, they're drip feeding on the market, and that's not what should be happening. Now, if they granted 3 million planning applications to private individuals, those houses would have been built. But because they didn't, well, what the developers do, they land banked that land. And this is also going to bring down the price of land, because as long as the land itself has got good access to a highway, and that doesn't mean to say it has to have access straight onto the highway. It could be like me, where I've got a private access track which is about half a mile long, and I share it with other individuals. But as long as it's got access, as long as it's in a sustainable area, meaning there's bus routes and that sort of thing local to you, then you can do pretty much what you want within reason. And if locals object, the only thing they can object to, really, what Labour are putting forward anyway, is what the buildings themselves are made out of, or the materials that the buildings are made out of. So they can't object to stupid things like they used to object to in the past, like the view or the wildlife or just all sorts of stupid things. Now wildlife isn't stupid obviously, so they're not going to let you cut down a forest to build a house or anything like that, but there's lots of things that they're just going to bypass. They're going to cut a lot of red tape, and it's going to happen really fast because they need to get this economy growing, and they want to get imports coming into the country, they want to get lots of jobs going, and they need to get houses built so people can get homes at an affordable price. And the only way they can do that is by getting houses built. And if they leave it down to the developers themselves, well, what's going to happen is developers are just going to drip feed them on the market like they've always done in the past. Now, they're also going to be coming out with a new land designation, which is grey belt, which basically means small parcels of land like mine, which is in between houses like a village, and then another set of houses which is across the railway, which can't be farmed in the general sense of farming as we think about it, like getting big tractors in here and that sort of thing. So all those small parcels of land that might not have been used for anything, especially in Greenbelt and other areas that you might not think you would get planning permission in, at the end of the day, they never used to grant any planning permission in Greenbelt areas. Even if it was just an old concrete slab that used to be used for the car park or something in a Greenbelt area, they wouldn't grant planning permission to build a house on there just because it was in the Greenbelt. Well, all those things are going to be fast-tracked through the system, and that's another thing they're going to try and do, is get the planning system moving again. And that's why they're going to be employing another 300 planners. Now, when you work that out, that's only about one planner per town across the UK, but it's still getting the planning system moving quicker, because at the end of the day it's supposed to take 8 weeks, and it took over a year to build that barn. Now that barn can't be converted into a home, neither can the stables, because they were built for horses. So was my stable block, it was built for horses, but in 2019 I changed all of my land, including the stables, into agricultural use, and I got full planning permission for my stable block. Now, if you build your barn under permit development rights, you still have to wait 10 years to actually convert that building under Class Q permit development. But I intend to get pure breed poultry back up and running once I've done my tour of the UK in my camper van, which I can't wait to get out, see what type of lifestyles you guys are living, if you're living an off-grid lifestyle, if you're connected to the grid, what sort of trials and tribulations you had with your local planners and that sort of thing, and just show people what it's like in other towns. Now, I've met with plenty of people who have had difficulties with their councils because, like I've said in other videos, we have a discretionary planning system, and what happens in one town might not happen in another town because the planners have totally different ideas of what they want in their town. And some planners can be a right pain in the backside. Our town is pretty okay, the planning system, but they can still have the bad days, and you don't want to be dealing with that sort of thing. But when I'm out and about in the camper, well, you'll know if I'm in your town, and you can come and meet me. We'll have chats, we'll meet up and that sort of thing. If you want to meet up for a coffee, we'll do that. We can have a chat. If you've got land, you want me to come round, give you a bit of advice, I'll do that also. So it's going to be great getting out in the camper. It should be in for its test this week, and everything in the camper van's done. I'm going to do a tour of the camper van once it's finished and show you what it's like. So until next time, guys, go back, check out some of the videos I've already uploaded to the channel. There's lots of useful information in those videos, and also think about hitting the bell button if you like the video. Hit the like button. Cookie is in eat, so I've got to keep a good eye on her, but she'll be coming with me all around the country, and it's going to be absolutely amazing, and I'm going to show all the adventures we have along the way. So until next time, my name's Craig. You've been watching The Small Farmer Life. Make sure you take care of yourself, most of all take care of the family. Be genuine, guys. Bye for now. See you.